Hello everyone, what's up? How have you all been? And it's again a pleasure appearing in front of each one of you. And it's always great, coming up with something other new and new zeal of uh, thoughts and interests and new uh, perspectives. Coming up with new perspective also has immense enigma attached with it, and it just mesmerizes. Different information which comes to you, and you get to know things around more precisely, and it just uh, uh, gets that spark lit within you. So right now, what I would like to come up with would be something related to wildlife pertaining to India, and again evolution of one among the animals very special to India, and its endemic species. And so this particular information, the source of this particular information would be an ebook which I went through, known as Indica, written by Pranay Lal. And what an amazing author and researcher this guy is. If you get time, just have a go through his works, and maybe the topics which he discusses, just have a look at, or either if you have get an access to, you can you must go through the ebook called Indica, which actually is one of the best works covering many different genres like paleontology, geology, and number of other subjects. So right now, what we would be discussing would be different cats, the big cats. So especially India is a home to many big cats, namely the tigers, the great Bengal tiger, the snow leopards, the normal, the common leopard, and another one, that the clouded leopard. So these are the four big cats which are found in India, and there are other cats also: the leopard cat, rusty spotted cat, the fishing cat, marbled cat, the caracal cats, jungle cat, and the feral cat. So the abundance of abundant the, even the lynx is found in Leh Ladakh, and so many different. There's a very peculiar cat, which is again found in Leh. That's this, but Pallas cat, very amazing species, to look upon. I went through all of these things on internet only, so I'm just trying to convey you also, if in case you haven't had a sight of these cats, if not authentically in the wild, then maybe on the internet also. Even I haven't had much sighting personally in the wild, but what's like, no harm in going through the information as such. So again, there's immense amount of thought, and of course India is also home to the lion, the Asiatic lion. How can we forget the lion? But one thing very specific which happens in India is, so this particular book, the ebook called Indica by Pranay Lal, he states that evolution of this particular evolution of different cats, and of course the lions in Africa. So you will get to know the relation between all of these different stories. So there's the one state in India which has the population of all of these four cats, namely the tiger, the common leopard, the snow leopard, and the clouded leopard. Any guesses which state would this be? So it's one among the northeastern states, the Seven Sisters, because it's so these cats could be found in Arunachal Pradesh, and such amazing is the topography that there are different altitudes. Among the highest of altitude, you would be the snow tops. You would probably find the snow leopard. Coming down, you would find different kinds of forest coming down to the altitude, and where you might where you would find clouded leopard. Then coming down, you would find these other species like the tigers and the common leopards also. So all these four species would be, one would be able to spot in a very short territorial area, because it's just the altitude which varies. But so the altitude also does vary, but of course it's in one particular century, if I'm not wrong, there is a possibility of finding these all four cats, because they're not interacting each other, but also they're again not very distant to each other. It's just the difference which is there in the altitude which is there. The theory which Mr. Pranay Lal brings up is that even the researchers comes up is that it could have been Arunachal, that these big cats, or maybe cats, would have evolved into what they are right now, and that place also could have been a place where tiger would have actually evolved and come up. And because all of these four species interacting is very amazing, and it's very mind-boggling to think of such a variety. I don't think is available anywhere else. So it could be that the snow leopard clouded leopard and the common leopard all are three relatives. So it could be that these leopards would have evolved. The tigers also, they say, among these cats also, the tiger would have been one of the variants, and the tiger would have spread out all across the globe, maybe in China or maybe other parts of the subcontinent, and through the same route tiger would have traveled to through the land masses, maybe crossing India to present day what is Pakistan, could have been to Iran, Afghanistan, or maybe the other Middle Eastern countries to Africa, and somehow would have been able to get past the Saharan desert and enter the African region, where tiger would have evolved itself into the present day lion. No offense, it's nothing. I'm not. These are not the things which I'm coming up by myself, but what I have gone through in the book called Indica by Mr. Pranay Lal. Very fascinating, very interesting. I personally feel it could be, very correct also, because in Africa you don't find other species. Of course, there are leopards, but you would not find tigers. And on the contrary, you find Asiatic lion in India, and you will find other big species. So the tiger would have traveled all the way across Asia to Africa, and then probably would have evolved into the present day what we call as lion. The same evolution which would have happened from tiger to lion in Africa, the same lion would have again traveled back with time through the African continent to Middle Eastern countries to back to India or parts of Asia. This probably would have been the reason of have the lion in India back again. Otherwise, so naturally the lions were occurring in India, and it was also a tiger territory. So this was a very fascinating point which I felt I should converse with you on this particular platform, and hope you liked it. Thank you so much.